Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Tuesday the 5th of December 2023. I hope you are keeping well, enjoying your life, and happy Father's Day if you are in Thailand. It's our Father's Day. This was the birthday, the 5th of December was the birthday of our last king, who was really considered the father of the nation, and after he passed away, we have never changed the day. It's still known as Father's Day, and that means all fathers get to celebrate, I guess, celebrate, or sometimes maybe commiserate with being a father, whatever it is. Anyway, what's going on in the rest of the world? Well, there's a bit of spooky stuff going on between Venezuela and Guyana. It looked like, and it's still possible, that Venezuela is going to do a bit of a land grab of part of Guyana there. But before they went ahead and did it, maybe the modern way, let's have a referendum on whether or not we should grab part of another country first. Not sure that's the right way forward. I think let's just have negotiations, shall we? If there are disagreements with international arbitration, which was happening, but apparently they didn't like the outcome, so they're going to do a bit of a land grab. But apparently the referendum was not very well attended. Not many people voted, and so there are allegations of falsification of results, etc., etc., and which are very plausible, I would suspect. And well, we'll see what happens. But please, no more wars. We've got enough wars in this world already. Don't do it. Shall we get on with the game of Sudoku? New York Times hard level puzzle for today's holiday here in Thailand. We've got ones blocking across like this. Seems like an apt place to start. Let's start at the very beginning. That's a very good place to start. We've got one blocking down here and across here, which fixes one into one of these two squares. So that square there can't be one. We already can see one blocking across here. We've got one blocking across here, and we've got this one taking care of those. So this is the only space for a 1 in the first column. I should do a little bit before I turn to pencil marks, but no doubt we'll be turning to pencil marks at some point. Fours like so. Four down here, and 4 across here, which fixes 4 into one of those two squares. So 4's blocking across like this and down there. Five up here and 5 across there puts 5 into one of those squares, blocking across. There's a 5. Okay, 5 down here and 5 across here fixes 5 into one of these two squares. Now we had something else there, 1. That's a pair of 1 and 5, by the way. We'll get on with that in a minute. But 5 blocks across here, like this, 5 blocks down here. When 5 goes in the northward direction, we're left with a couple of 5 possibilities up there which will block down, and so eventually we'll get around to getting a 5 there. I'll get onto this 1-5 pair in a minute. I'm not sure it's going to leave me with anything, but I'll do that in a minute. I'll try to keep that in mind. That's a pair of 1-5. Six up here. There we go. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. 6 is down there. 6 across here and down there. There's a 6, and we're going to get 6 here, aren't we? Because we've got the 6s down and blocking across here and there. I think that could be the last. Yes, that is the last one. So let's come back and look at this in case this turns out to be anything. So I realize this is a pair of 1 and 5. So that puts 3s in those squares. I'm not sure what that gives me. 1, 5, 3s are there. 2s, 3s. 7, pair of 7s. Mm. 7, 9. Oh. So the missing digits are 2, 3, 7, 9, right? 2, 3, 7, 9. And this square here can't be 3, 7, or 9. That's going to be a 2 then. Right, let's look again like we did last summer. Now, is there a pair here? 1, 7. Yes, there is. 1, 7. I thought there was. 1, 7 there. Okay, we've got a 1 and a 7 here. So 2, 4, 2, 4, 8, 9, I guess. Oh, we got 9s there. That's nothing new. 4s are there, nothing new. 8s, no, 4 and 8 here. All right, let's look again at the twos. Although the twos are highlighted, I must admit I wasn't paying much attention to the twos there. I was looking at other things, but not very productively. Oh, there's a 4 we can grab over here now. Okay, I think it's time for me to stop delaying. The onset of pencil marks. Alright, let's point some pencil marks to complete the game, hopefully. What do I know? This was 1 and 7. And this was 1 and 5. Got a pair of 2s there. We have 3s in those squares, I remember. Fours are there or there. Or there. Fives are there. And here. Is there something up there? 5, 1, 6, 3. No, I don't see it. Pair of 7s over there. Oh, sorry. Wrong key held down. Almost fluked the game again, but this time I managed to notice it. Holding the wrong key down again. I've got a pair of 7s in these squares. Pair of 8s there. And here. And there. I've got these 2s here and 2s somewhere across the top and 2s down here and 2s there. It's a shame I can't do more restrictions on here. At the moment I've got 2s available in all of those squares. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of the candidates and I will enjoy finding my way out of it. I know the notation-free solvers love to play the game just by looking at what's available on the grid, blah, blah, blah. And great, more power to your elbow. I don't dispute that's a great way of playing it. There are other ways to play the games with candidates, I know. But I actually enjoy putting in the candidates and deleting them. We've had comments that some candidates are illegal. Well, they're not illegal. They are meant to be deleted, put in and then to be taken away. The point is to put them in and then to take them away. Now you might argue, don't put them in if you in the first place, but I don't play the game like that. So anyway, if you're still here, let's go ahead and finish this puzzle. So I'm going to put the 2s in there because I think that's all that's left actually. And I'm going to go with this block here. We've got 1s like this. So we've got 1s in these squares. And then 3s were blocking up the middle, aren't they? So we've got 3s there. Yeah, look at that. I knew there was something in this middle block. And there we see it now, 1, 3 and 4 in those squares. So we do have 3 digits in 3 squares, which means that this is the other number, and the other number is going to be an 8. So now we know we have a pair of 8s up there, which means that 8 is blocked from these squares. So 8 must be in the top row here, and we already restricted 8 to one of these two. So we know that that is where the 8 goes, and it doesn't go here. Okay, missing numbers down here are 2, 3 and 4. We already know that 2s are up here and 4 is here, so this is going to be a 3. Now we can go 3 across here and 3 across there. That will give me the 3 in that square, which means that this has to be a 1, because it's only 1 or a 3. And that means that's a 1 and that's a 5. I'll get rid of the 1s there, shall I? And we're left with 3, 4. So this has got to be a pair of 2s. Our 8 blocking this square means that 8 has to be in one of those 2 squares up there. And that means we've got an 8 here as well. Or I could have just looked down there and seen it that way first, I suppose. We've got the 5 blocking up there, so that's going to put a pair of 5s into those squares. This 1 means that that's going to be 7, and this is going to be our 1 here. 7 then means we're going to have a pair of 7s in those squares where we have our 5s. Now we've got a 2, 4 pair here, 5, 7 there. So this is going to be a 3. And then when the 3 blocks down there will give us a 3 there, 3 here. That's a 7. And the last number here is a 9. So now our 9 blocking up there gives us a pair of 5 and 9 in those squares there. So this will be a 7. Now 7's blocking across and across here, mean that that's the 7 there, this is the 7, and this is the 5. 5 blocking up there means that's the 5, this is our 2, and this must be 9 with a 5 here. 5 there, not 5. Okay, 1, 5 and 6 are finished. There's an empty square here. Let's fill it up with a 9. Now we've got a pair of 8 and 9 here like this. So this, or I could just look along here, has got to be a 2 in fact. Let's put the 9s in so I don't forget. 7 already blocks across here, so this is the 7, and that is not 7. One number left to get here, which is indeed an 8. And the 8 blocking down here and down here, so that will be an 8. This looks like it has to be a 2. And so the last number there is a 9. 9 blocking up there, we'll put the 9 into that square. There's our 2. This is a 2. Back this side for our 4 with a 2 there. 2 there, 8 there. 8 here. And this is going to be 9. And the last number here is 4. 4 blocking that way. There's our 4. There's our 3. What's left? Oh, down here. 8 in that square, and 9 finishes the game. That's our New York Times hard level puzzle over for a Tuesday. Played in a way that I enjoy playing it. And remember, this is a game. It's supposed to be played the way that you enjoy playing it. Not supposed to be something efficiently solved by a process that you don't necessarily enjoy. That's my take on it anyway. Bye bye.